I think higher education is in a kind of central place in J-WEL. You know, students who come up through the PK through 12 system will go into higher education, and there's a kind of an interface, a preparation to go into higher education from the PK through 12 systems. And so I think there's a very interesting interface there of preparing students from PK through 12 to enter higher education and to be successful in the more rigorous and the more independent kind of study that is needed to get the most out of higher education. And at the same time, there's an interface between higher education and workplace learning, because many of the tools, many of the methodologies that are being used in higher education at MIT are relevant to people thinking about training their workforce for the future, for example. I think, you know, there certainly are personalized education methods where students can learn at their own pace, learn in their own ways. I think we're not quite there yet, because you have to want to start learning before, or have the access to start learning before you can. But I think, you know, personalized methods that allow a student, whoever you know they are, to go through material, to try it, to retry it, to go back and think about it in a different way. I think those are absolutely true. I think there are different ways of teaching that allow people who think in different ways, because we all think in different ways from one another. We are each unique individuals. How to get people to capitalize on their own intellectual framework to be as successful as they can be. I think you know, J-WEL is a really collegial type of initiative. There are ways to contact us that are very low entry. You know, drop a line, drop an email, we'll get right back to you. You know, you can drop me personally an email and I'll get right back to you, or my senior manager, Julia Reynolds-Quajar, will get right back to you. So there's a kind of deliberately a collegiality and a low entry level for getting involved. This is not set up as some kind of intimidating initiative that is trying to turn people away. We would like to build up a large group of global collaborators, and for some people it will work better than others, but we would certainly welcome, I certainly welcome, and I know that's true of all the collaboratives, we welcome inquiries, we welcome conversations. I have you know, 2 or 3 Skype conversations a week all around the world. It's very interesting. And for many of those, the notion of joining J-WEL, becoming part of the global network, is very interesting. And it's very interesting for us as well as for our collaborators.